What's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to drop this video real quick. It's been a minute since I've been able to make any content for you guys. I absolutely have missed you guys. And first, I want to say thank you guys for all of the continued love and support on the channel. We are pushing almost 4,000 subs now, even though I haven't been able to make nearly as much content as I usually am or as I would like to. But I definitely appreciate you guys for just continuing to, rock with the channel, get in the comment section, share your experiences with me, not only myself, but with everybody else. Because not only do I know your comments and your messages help me get through, rough times in my own personal life, but I see the way that you guys interact with each other, even, inside of the comment section. So I appreciate you guys for just being a family and being a support system here on the channel. I absolutely appreciate and love you guys. To all of my day ones, thank you for continuing to come back and share your experiences with me and just check on me. Y'all always check on me, seeing how I'm doing. I get all your emails, all of the Discord chats and everything. I absolutely appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I mean that. I haven't been able to do as much content as I would like to because I've had family in town and I've had a lot of little personal things going on, nothing necessarily bad. And I also want to always bring you guys authentic content and, authentic experiences that I'm dealing with and new experiences that I'm dealing with. So I don't want to always, I know a lot of channels can become redundant because. So with all that being said, I want to go ahead and get into the video. But first, I do want to put out the disclaimer that I was a little bit reluctant to make this video for the simple fact that I didn't want to come off overly preachy and I didn't want to come off as if this was a super religious channel or anything like that. I don't necessarily think that was my calling. I do feel like I am here on assignment because there's no way that I would have started a YouTube channel about this type of stuff or anything like that if I wasn't kind of directed to after I came out of the discard. But I don't want to necessarily come off as if this is like a super religious channel or anything like that, to the point where I'm talking to you guys as if I'm a pastor or anything like that. I don't play with God in that sense. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. But this is something that was on my heart, and I felt like I needed to get it off because not only do I think that this is something that the narcissists may struggle with, but this is also something that we as empaths and codependents or whatever else that we are struggling with, this is also something that we all kind of need to pay attention to. So I was thinking about the cycles and the loops that the narcissists get stuck in. And not only do narcissistic people get stuck in it, but we also kind of get stuck in these loops of sin and these loops of things that we continuously do over and over and over. And it kind of got me thinking about the spirit of addiction. And me being a child of a parent who suffered from certain particular addictions, I have a little bit of insight as far as addictions and how they go. But after going through narcissistic abuse, I realized that it was spiritually, it was a lot deeper than what I was even, I had even been necessarily paying attention to. So one of the things that I notice is the narcissist continues to do the same stuff over and over and over and over and over. And they have these spirits of addiction because one of the ways that the devil deceives us is by giving us the things that we desire, giving us our heart's desires and things like that, but giving it to us in a way where there's no substance behind it. So the devil will give you, if you're seeking sex, the devil will give you sex, but then it's kind of like empty sex. So you need more of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you get stuck in a pattern of okay, I need it. And then you need it more. So it's like the narcissists get stuck in those patterns of being deceived by the devil, thinking that they're getting everything that they want, but nothing comes behind it. And because nothing comes behind it, they have to chase it even more, and they have to chase it even more, and they have to chase it even more. So think about all of the addictions that, we as people have, some of us have porn addiction, some of us have drug addiction, some of us have, just all types of addictions, theft addictions, or it's a lot of different addictions that we all struggle with, not necessarily just narcissistic people. But I was, of course, kind of focusing this particular message on narcissistic people because this is something that they just don't register. They don't get that, and they will always have a downfall because of the fact that they honestly believe that they're being rewarded by the devil by certain gifts that they're given, by all these new supplies coming into their lives and all of that kind of stuff. But after a month or two, or whatever the case may be, they lose interest. They lose, the energy to keep up with the new supply and all of that kind of stuff because of the fact that there's no substance behind it. There's no energy that comes behind, even dealing with these different supplies and all of that kind of stuff. So once they get that little fix, that little hit, it's like they have to move on to something else because the devil brings a spirit of addiction with everything that he does. So like I said, if you notice, narcissists, a lot of them are sex addicts and things like that because of the fact that it's never going to be enough. Nothing is ever going to be enough for them to just say, you know what, I have this person, this is a good person. Even if the sex is good and all of that kind of stuff, you will never be able to fill them up because they are deceived by the devil in a way that they honestly believe that they're getting everything that they want, but it's nothing behind it. Now, on the flip side, God will restrain you from certain things. God will kind of keep you away from certain things. But one of the things that comes along with being restrained from doing certain things is the peace that comes along with it, like the peace of not having to go through the ups and downs that that life can just bring sometimes. The peace of not bringing extra drama into your life, the peace of not going back and forth with your partners and things like that, the peace of not losing jobs and losing friends and losing loved ones every corner that you turn around because you are putting all of this negative and bad energy out into the streets by doing the same things over and over and over and over. So and like I said, this wasn't necessarily a message you should geared strictly towards narcissists, but at the same time, think about the particular addictions that you have in your own life. Think about, the certain strongholds that we have in our own lives that is keeping us from living in the will of God. You know what I'm saying? That's keeping us from walking in the path that he has set for us. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I just wanted to drop this video because the narcissist really believes in their mind that they are winning a prize every time they get a new supply and every time that they conquer a new person or whatever the case may be. But it's short-lived. All of their success is so short-lived because they're insatiable. They are under a spirit that they will never get enough, and the devil will continue to give them more supply and more supply, whether it's weaker or whether it's stronger. They're addicted to the chase. They're addicted to the high of chasing supply. So because of that addiction, and until they get some type of help, and in our own personal lives, empaths, codependents, we're all guilty of the same type of stuff. So this isn't necessarily just strictly for narcissists. We all have certain things that we become addicted to, or we yearn so much for, and a lot of those things aren't conducive to our relationship with God. So one of the things, that I've had to learn even in my own healing journey is to just take accountability of the things that I was inviting into my own personal life. So I just wanted to drop this video real quick. I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from with that. I'm not gonna make this a real long video or anything like that. But I hope that you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from with that. And this is no slight to anybody. This is no slight to, anybody on the spectrum. I just really felt like this was something that was placed on my heart, and I needed to kind of share it, because a lot of us get caught up into certain addictions and things like that, thinking that there is a reward coming, you know what I'm saying? Or because we have a temporary feel good moment or whatever the case may be. And we may get that quick dopamine hit of like, oh, that feels really good for the time being. But we have to continue to chase that and continue to chase that. But with God and just following God, if you notice that once you're in his peace, like you kind of stay in that peace until you step out of that peace, you know what I'm saying? So I really feel like, you know, one of the things that we all kind of need to do is just focus more on our relationship with God and focus on ridding ourselves of the things that are keeping us away from continuously building that relationship. And whether that's people, whether that's drugs, whether that's money, whether that's sex, whether, you know, all of that, all of those kind of things require a certain level of addiction to continue, like basically to continuously have these things in rotation in your life. And a lot of times the devil will give you that. The devil will give you that money. The devil will give you all of these sexual partners and all of that kind of stuff, but it's empty. And you know what I'm saying? It's emptiness behind that. And the only way to try to correct that is to try to fill up again. It's just like going to a gas station, pumping a little bit of gas in your car, ride around the block a few times, and now you need gas back in your car. You know what I'm saying? So it's honestly something that we all could kind of work towards and work at being better and just living for God, you know what I'm saying? And living our life a little more righteously. So I hope that helps some of you guys. I know it was a little bit of a struggle because, like I said, I didn't want to come off too preachy. I'm trying to pick my words when I'm talking about this topic because it's something that I felt like I needed to say, but it's something that was kind of hard for me to even get out because of the fact that I was still gaining my own understanding about a lot of this stuff. But if you notice, everything that the devil gives you comes with a spirit of addiction. So you need more and more and more and more of it. But with God, he'll keep you away from a lot of things, and that just being restrained from certain things and reframing from, engaging in certain things, it comes with a level of peace that doesn't come with chasing wickedness. So that's my video, man. I hope y'all got something out of that. I appreciate all of y'all for just continuing to rock with the channel. If you're new here and you've made it to the end of the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share. Love you guys, and I'll tap back in with y'all in a minute.